Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to build a monster dividend portfolio. There are two things you need to focus on mainly. That is, which sector is it in and how much dividend percentage is it paying out. Now, my top candidates are Realty Income, Enterprise Product Partners, Tryg, JP Morgan, Farah Banki, and Casco. Firstly, we're going to take Casco. Now, the reason I like Casco quite a lot is because I also think it's a value stock. Just look at how much the stock price has increased. It is quite nice. But also something you should know about the Casco dividends, as you can see down here. Now, the dividend percentage itself is not that much, but when we go in and look deeper, as you can see, sometimes we have this called a special. That's because Costco itself built up so large cash reserves that sometimes they pay out huge dividends for the stockholders, which is a reason I like Costco quite a lot. And as I said, I also think of this as a bit of a value stock. Just look at how the stock price increases over time. I mean, this is crazy. Of course, you want dividends, so you also want the stock price itself to increase. And here, my pick is definitely Costco. Now, my second pick for a dividend portfolio is the Danish insurance giant called Tryg. Now, you probably don't know this unless you live in Scandinavia. Now, this one, unlike Costco, doesn't rise that much in stock price. As you can see, if we make the graph a bit bigger, as you can see, this is much more volatile and just stays in the same area quite a lot, and that's because that is quite a low beta. Now, unlike Costco, however, they pay out quite nice dividends, and they pay them out 4 times a year. As you can see down here, they pay them out in July, April, January, and October, and it is this every single year. So they pay out quite a nice percentage at about 4.7, and they have increased that over the years, as you can see. That is the reason why I like them quite a lot, because it is a very stable dividend paying out company. Then we have Realty Income Corporation, and this is by far my favorite dividend stocks of them all, and that is because this is what is called a REIT, and as you can see down here on these blue Ds, that is how often they pay out their dividends, and they pay them out every single month, and their dividend percentage is extremely high, as you can see, about 5.47, which is absolutely crazy. As you can also see down here, just look at how much it has been increased over the years. Just look at here down here. Now, of course, the frequency is monthly, it is often, and the amount is little, but I would rather take a little every month than big time once a year. And something you should know about REITs is they own a lot of properties. As you can see here, how do they make their money? Well, it is retail, so they own Dollar General stores, 7-Eleven stores, and so on and so forth, and office buildings. So they own property. So this is like investing in property, but without owning the property, which means you get a lot more liquidity owning a REIT like Realty Income Corporation, which is by far my favorite. Now, in the bank sector, I've chosen something a bit untypical, that is the Faroe Bank. Now, you might think this is a bit unusual, and that is absolutely correct. This is the Faroe Islands' biggest bank, but their dividend is absolutely crazy at 18.65%, as you can see right here. And actually, this graph is a bit misleading, but if you go down and look at the dividend payouts, as you can see, all back in 2021, just look, we have annual and we have a special. So as you can see, absolutely crazy dividends here, and it's just absolutely insane, and they are raking in a ton of money, so that is why I think they're a bit undervaluated. I think this might be a bit of a value stock as well, but overall, don't think this is going to rise tons and tons, primarily by this for the dividend, unlike Costco, where it's a bit of both. Now, another company I've chosen in the bank sector is JP Morgan Chase & Co., and I like this company quite a lot, given the fact they pay out great dividends, as you can see down here. Just also look at the stock graph, it is absolutely crazy, and I do think this is a bit of a value stock as well. So overall, just like how JP Morgan works, and it's just a fine company, to be honest. Just look at their income statement as well, they're raking more and more money, and their dividend payout is quite decently. As you can see, it is quarterly, which is lovely to see, and it is a stable dividend, and they are paying out more and more. Of course, if we see something like the 2008 bank crisis again, banks are going to be a poor thing to have, but I doubt we are going to see that again. Now, my last and final pick for the dividend monster portfolio is Enterprise Product Partners, and they deliver gas lines and oil lines to the oil industry, and just like their dividend, as you can see out here, it is absolutely insane at 6.94%. As you can see down here, the dividends, they pay it out quarterly, which is absolutely lovely. I might be thinking, well, why haven't I just chosen one with the highest dividend yield? And that is because, of course, if one sector does quite poorly, I'm just going to lose a huge amount of my stock money, so I want to split it out over several sectors. Alright, now I've done the calculation if you were to do this 3 years running. So let's say you start with a $100,000 investment total and you split it equally into every single one of the companies. As you can see, only Realty Income would pay you each month, and we have some quarterly and then one yearly. As you can see how this will look during the year, as you can see, every single month you get a small payment, of course, and every 3 months you get a huge payment, as you can see right here. And then one time a year, as you can see right here, you get an absolutely huge payment. Of course, this increases year over year over year. So as you can see, the first year you only get $76 a month roughly, and then the third year, as you can see, you get $86 a year. And that is if you reinvest every single penny you earn back in. As you can see, you increase it more and more and more, and this is how you get a huge dividend snowball rolling. This is how you should think of dividend snowballs. Just invest everything into it, and as you can see now, as you can see, it is increasing more and more. And in 3 years, we've almost made $1,000 more each month, and it is very simple to just do this. Now, if you want to see more videos like this where I calculate how much money you can earn on dividends, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will check those out.